So, Star Wars anime.
Yeah.
Um,
Welcome back to everyone's least requested show, making a return after so many years.
of pandemic.
Yes, of two nerds reviewing stuff. I'm not sure what we call the series, but it used to be movie reviews.
Yeah, well, now it's a sort of a Disney Plus show review.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions.
Yeah. We just binge watched every episode of season 1.
Yeah, all 9 episodes.
And yeah, they're fairly good.
Yeah, it's kind of like to give you an idea. It's like like the Animatrix with the different art styles and short stories, but except it's Star Wars instead of Matrix.
Yeah, because they gave it to 9 different studios to develop their own Star Wars ideas. And I would say all the animations were good. There were no animations I thought were lackluster.
They were
terrible.
very different. Each style was very different from the other.
I think my favorite was probably episode 1.
So,
if I had to pick a favorite. The old school black and white samurai aesthetic was really appealing.
With the sketchy pencil kind of art and the droids kind of blending into the town with like baskets on them and stuff. Yeah. That's also, you might have seen clips on YouTube, the one with the umbrella saber.
Yes, that was that was pretty awesome, if not ridiculous. But then we've seen more ridiculous memes of lightsabers.
Yeah, basically the plot of that one is like, I think it takes place after the official fall of the Empire, and now there are like former stormtroopers are now have become like pirates and are raiding planets.
Yeah, because they were definitely wearing First Order armor. I could tell by like the style of the helmet. It was definitely First Order.
Well, then it might have been taken place after Episode 9, or just been Elseworld. I don't know.
But it was cool.
There's the protagonist is just basically
Kenshiro.
Yeah.
Kenshiro with a lightsaber, even though I imagine Kenshiro doesn't need a lightsaber.
No, but
he's badass enough to just probably destroy a lightsaber instead of need one.
Yeah, he would just touch it and it would explode.
Yes, but this is sort of what if Kenshiro had a lightsaber.
Yeah, and he's a Sith hunter. He in the same way that General Grievous would collect Jedi's lightsabers that he defeated, he collects the kyber crystals of Sith lightsabers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And he's protecting this one tiny village.
Yeah.
I think my least favorite was probably the twins. Mostly because of just the unnecessary extra dialogue.
Yeah, it's
like, we have to talk about everything we're doing.
It had a very, like, I've seen other, like, kids anime that has that same problem. The Pokemon anime is notorious for that, where it was like, Ash Ketchum is, oh, yippee, I'm going to this gym. Yippee, I'm just, like, gonna find a Pokemon and blah, 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 blah. Shut up!
Yeah, that was part of what turned me off as a kid to the original anime.
Me too. I mean, there are some episodes that aren't nearly that bad, and we're going off on a tangent, but yeah, this one basically, the premise was...
These 2 starships have a giant asshole.
2 Star Destroyers fused together, and they have a Death Star super laser powered by a giant kyber crystal.
That looks like an asshole. I can't get over that. It's even red in the inner ring.
It's a super laser, anyway.
It's a super asshole.
It's the docking port for the Jeff Bezos rocket.
But, yeah, like, it was a cool idea, like, children born of the dark side. Like, it feels very extended universe, something that
we have to talk about that. It was implied that they were grown like the clone troopers, or even like Galen Merrick Starkiller in Force Unleashed 2, and they were, I'm guessing, like, maybe Grogu's blood was used to make them. I don't know.
But they're supposed to, bring the universe together, blah, 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 blah.
It's probably, it takes place probably after the death of Vader and the Emperor, so they were meant to be the successors, because they're dressed in very Vader-like armor.
Kind of like a certain Solo pair that were in the extended universe, but translated poorly into live action.
Yeah. But
except this time, the brother wants to be a good guy instead of wanting to be an evil, like Jason Solo.
So yeah, he steals the giant kyber crystal that would power the super laser butt.
Yeah.
And then the two fight over it on the outside of the double Star Destroyer, and somehow they can just breathe in space, no problem.
I had a problem with that. What I have a bigger problem with is that compared to the droid having to wear a freaking air bubble. Yeah. The droid that doesn't breathe.
It was basically, a protocol droid.
Why the f do you need a space helmet when two humans don't?
I mean, it made sense at first with the sister wearing her armor. You know, Darth Vader's armor is pressurized. You know, so would hers be. But then the brother, he takes his off.
And I could buy that because Leia survived in space for a couple seconds, probably using the Force.
Except they were able to have a full conversation and duel in space. So my only assumption was, okay, well, maybe there's like a force field air bubble just around the ship. That's possible, but then...
The fucking droid breaks it. Breaks the illusion.
Yeah.
And so this all starts because the brother has a vision that his sister is going to die. And he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
We don't want to know what he wants to do with his sister. But...
I wasn't going to go there at all, but anyway.
I went there. And it ends off him wanting to chase after basically her
crashing on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of Tatooine Rock Band.
Oh yes, episode 2. Tatooine Rhapsody, literally parodying.
Yeah.
Except not even playing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Basically, it kind of starts kind of like Jedi Fallen Order with a young Padawan escaping Order 66, but then he comes across this
Hut.
But he's a rock star hut. He's got a wig and everything.
So they form a band.
He's a cool hut.
So they form a band.
Yeah, with a droid that has a smooth face.
I kept thinking of a cow for like the extended ears and the smooth face. For some reason, he kept
design. And then this
guy
that
with 4
has
torsos.
and 3 heads.
And I'm like,
and 6 arms. And
all I could think about was like, how do they work? Like, because conjoined twins are one thing. They even have
conjoined triplets.
Like, do they have 3 hearts? Because they're not really connected at the torso. They're more connected at the waist, it looked like. But like, do they all share 1 heart, pumping to all 3 of them? Do they have 3 hearts?
You're thinking way too much about that.
I know, but that's all I could think about until freaking Boba Fett shows up.
Oh yeah,
the best part.
They got the actor who plays Boba Fett. The Polynesian spa.
Yes.
We'll probably do a review of that at some point too.
Leave a like if you want, and a comment if you want us to actually do that.
Yeah. And
engage with the video, please.
Yeah. But yeah, they got the voice actor to play Chibi Boba Fett.
Yeah, everything's like kidified in this.
Yeah.
And he basically he hunts the hut down because Jabba wants him to die. He's sentenced to death.
It was confusing, the motivation, but basically I think
he put a bounty on him.
Yeah, the implication is that, well, since the Jabba is kind of like at that moment in Star Wars history the ruler of all Hutts. He doesn't like Hutts doing not Hutt-like things, I guess. Mm. So, or maybe he just owed him money. I don't know.
Ruining their family legacy or something.
Or maybe he just owed him money.
But in the plot twist, Jabba agrees to let them play music
before the execution.
And
that took place in the Bone to Eve arena, the place where the pod race happened.
Yeah. And he decides to let them live, and he's going to sponsor them. So I guess he gets to make more money.
Yeah, until, Return of the Jedi and he gets choked by Leia. So I'd love to actually see them. I hope they get that. Those characters get followed up on in live action in Book of Boba Fett Season 2. I'd love to see them just performing at, Tatooine rock concert, you know, and,
we even had a
and say, oh crap, it's Boba Fett, but he's like, oh, I remember you. Don't worry, I'm not like that anymore.
Yeah. And then we had a cameo from the Mos Eisley band. Copyright. I think
we're such bad singers, I don't think they'd even want to copyright that.
We know your favorite episode, though.
Yes. The reason I'm wearing this, well, I'm always wearing this on camera, but I mean...
Furry Jedi.
Yeah, Lop and Ocho.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as furry bait as the art would make it look, but I mean, artists, right?
Another episode, almost every episode, like there are more episodes dedicated to samurai than there are not episodes dedicated to samurai, which is really cool because samurai being one of the inspirations for Jedi, it makes it full circle when you
and in a couple of episodes they even refer to some of the characters as Ronins.
Yeah.
But in this one, Lop and Ocho, basically...
they're on Earth, essentially. Or
what
it looks
called
like.
Tau, I think. Planet Tau. Like, a lot of planets in the Star Wars galaxy.
Chinese Taoism.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, Naboo is basically just Italy. Yeah. So...
Naboo Italy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's...
And Lop is...
Well, was an Imperial slave. But this father and daughter come across her in the market, and the daughter takes like a liking to her and say, "Woo, Daddy, can we take her home, please?"
Ooh, new pet for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, adopted sister.
Yes.
Yes. But
and then,
and they take a photo with their droid, a hollow photo, and then it cuts to 7 years later, and now...
Their father is a terrorist.
Yeah, and, well, because Ocho, the human daughter...
Yes, because Tau is in agreement with the Empire. The Empire's...
And, of course, being the Empire, they're stripping it of its resources and destroying the ecosystem, so... In
the vein lie of, oh, we're going to improve the planet. We're going to, like...
Insert your own allegory for capitalism here.
Yep. And Ocho... thinks that's the only way to save the planet because she buys into the Empire full
progress.
Yes, while her father still refuses, obviously.
Yeah, and Lop just wants them to stop fighting. Mm-hmm. She doesn't give a crap about the Empire or anything. She just wants her sister back. Mm-hmm. But the sisters turn to the dark side.
Yep.
So
by even like. Basically putting on blood as war paint.
Yeah, like, that was pretty hard. She bit her thumb.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know you could do that with human teeth.
Well, actually, they say you can bite right through.
Ow!
The only thing stopping you from biting through your fingers is your own mind.
Ow!
Like, your teeth are that strong.
Ow!
But...
Ow!
Yes, so... Her father basically tells Lop of a story of Jedi passing an ancient lightsaber through their family.
It's a light katana.
Yes, there are multiple light katanas throughout the, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And so she ends up, going to fight after her father,
which I can't.
I can't even remember his name, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't either. He's just like big. Japanese scarred guy.
Yes.
But yeah, and then it
ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, where Ocho, it looks like Lop killed her with a gnarly X slash to the chest, but I guess for the same reason that she could just bite her freaking thumb and not feel a thing. She's so strong in the dark side that she's just like, I have a big slash in my chest. Oh well, I'm just gonna go back to my ship now.
Yep, we're gonna just go off that way.
I guess she's gonna go into a Bacta tank or something, or get cool cyber upgrades. That one is another one that needs a follow-up.
Speaking of Japanese katanas, we had another episode focused on a very Qui-Gon-like Jedi.
Yeah,
and his very impulsive pupil.
Yeah, very... not quite Obi-Wan. He's different kind of aesthetic, different.
His name is Dan. His name is Dan.
Dan, yeah, Obi-Dan. I'm just going to call him Obi-Dan.
And I don't remember Qui-Gon's name, if they actually gave him a name, so we're just going to call him Qui-Gon for this.
Yeah, not Qui-Gon. Yes. But yeah, basically he looks like Qui-Gon, he dresses like Qui-Gon, he talks like Qui-Gon, he fights like Qui-Gon, he has Qui-Gon's fucking lightsaber.
He takes his pose, the standard right here.
He,
instead of...
this...
Instead of this, which is Obi-Wan's.
Yeah, this is Soresu.
Yeah.
This is Soresu. I don't remember which form this is. Maybe form 5? I don't know. I know form 2 is the one Count Dooku uses, which is single hand.
Fencing.
Yeah.
But they go on a journey because the Padawan just wants action.
Yeah,
he wants
to
to
the
fight.
Outer Rim. It's like, oh, the Outer Rim is so boring. Oh, it's so peaceful. And not Qui-Gon is like, be careful what you wish for.
Yes, because of course.
It's like,
and
this is a good thing.
Not Qui-Gon gets a premonition or a feeling of something dark.
Yeah, a disturbance in the Force.
They literally use that wording.
Yes.
And so they travel to a planet where an old guy, an elder, has shown up for no reason, no reason explained yet. And they have to go find him after communicating with some locals, which it basically looked like they landed in Japan.
All the places in here that aren't Tatooine look like Japan.
Yes.
There are 2 locations in this show: Tatooine and Japan.
But it turns out his ship was an old Sith model, and he has 2 red lightsaber katanas.
Yeah.
Which the old guy uses to fight Dan, almost killing him.
Yeah, it looked like he killed Obi-Dan, not Kenobi.
Yeah. But
it was just a flesh wound.
and then not Qui-Gon shows up, and they have a duel. And it's pretty cool seeing the old man sort of a little bit crazy, a little bit
like he's kind of sort of humanoid, but he talks almost like Yoda, and it's.
And in the end, it turns out Dan is not dead. Not. And he takes advantage to stab the old man, who then falls into gravel.
I'm assuming it's the Sith equivalent of Jedi fading into the Force.
While blowing up his ship so they can't track him.
Yeah.
And it basically ends with them leaving.
Really, my only complaint about that is that they should have just made it Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
They were the right aesthetic, the right age. If they just changed the look of Dan a little bit, they could have just made it a prequel to The Phantom Menace, because their dynamic was very much Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace, just like maybe 5 years previous.
And then we have to talk about being on acid.
Or Astar, or Astro Boy.
Basically, Astro Boy wants to be a Jedi.
And Mega Man, Astro Boy. Yeah, this one was weird. It has the exact same art style as freaking Astro Boy, and it's weird.
So it's him and his maker, and they're trying to terraform a planet.
It looks like Tatooine.
Let's call it not Tatooine.
So Jakku?
Somewhere that's sand. That's not Tatooine. Because Tatooine
rough and irritating.
And that's what they're trying to fix.
Yeah, they're trying to terraform it by bringing rain and clouds and plants back to it.
And not Astro Boy wants to be a Jedi. So inevitably his father, Master,
doesn't have arms.
We don't know whether he has arms or not.
Well,
because in a vision he had arms.
Yeah, but that was his Force ghost.
Yeah.
He was a former Jedi, we know that, and he probably lost his arms to a Sith.
He looked like Dr. Light. He looked like Dr. Light from the original Mega Man.
Yeah, he really did.
White beard, long white hair. He looked like all he needed was a female robot called Roll. That's all he needed.
Yeah, but they had other droids that all had weird cartoony faces.
And all made weird sound effects.
Yeah.
Like, there's a total shift between the Star Wars story of, like, wanting to be a Jedi, find your Kyber crystal, and all of those freaking sound effects are like... it's like they don't mesh together.
And then this...
Like, it takes you out of it, kind of.
A
he finds his
Sith Inquisitor picks up that there's a Force sensitive on in the area and goes to deal with it. So
because Astro Boy activated his father's little ship.
Yeah.
And then his father's dead.
Yeah. Basically, Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru'd the whole place.
Yeah. So little Astro Boy
fixes all the droids, fixes the terraforming machine,
and grows his own Kyber crystal to form a lightsaber before eventually getting Mega Man armor.
Yeah.
Literally, one of the other robots forms chest armor on him with propulsion for him to destroy the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
And that's where it ended, I think. I don't know if I want to remember that.
Yeah, that one was weird.
Was there anything else?
Yeah, the Village Bride.
Oh, yeah.
That one, like, there was only action at the very end.
It was the least memorable.
But
admittedly.
At the same time, it was also had some of the best atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, they managed to make it a really kind of relaxing, romantic atmosphere with saving any action to the very, very end.
Yeah.
Basically, the premise is raiders, pirates, whatever, are, have made like this deal with this village that they won't, slaughter their whole village as long as they have collateral in the form of their princess.
And their princess sister does not like that, refuses to accept it.
And so this former Jedi who
seems has ties to the village.
Yeah, her former master was apparently from that planet.
Yep.
And
so she's there, like, in hiding, in exile, with a mask, hiding herself, when her traveling buddy basically wants to show it to her. Like, I'm trying to remember his motivation.
Well, he basically he just wants her to accept. Oh yeah, she's still a Jedi. She should still be fighting for good.
Yeah.
Maybe make these pirates screw off.
Yeah.
And so she does.
Yeah. Yeah. So they had reprogrammed battle droids. Friggin' who's seen battle droids?
Battle droids. They even have the stupid voices. Roger, Roger.
Yeah. And the sister wants to she has a grenade, basically.
A thermal detonator.
Thermal detonator. So then the pirater is like, okay, kill them all. We're just going to kill you now instead.
And then the Jedi, I don't remember her name, but
I don't remember if she was given a name.
I thought she had a name, but whatever. She got rid of her mask, which not time to do that yet. By the time we're recording this, we'll be in a couple weeks.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this is not that kind of a mask. This is more just to hide her.
Yeah.
The fact that she has a scar on her face.
She defeats them.
But she pulls a Kylo Ren and stops a blaster bolt and directs it back at the guy who shot it.
And then, for the very climax, she has rocket-propelled high-heel boots.
Oh yeah.
That she uses to speed herself to kill the guy before he can kill the princess.
Yes, because this is anime where you have to have at least a few scenes of a sexy female character kicking ass.
I mean, they didn't sexualize her at all in the episode.
Well, I mean, unless you have a high heel kink.
Oh yeah.
It did show her shoes a lot.
True.
And speaking of the princess, the whole like first 5 minutes of the episode was the princess's brother, I guess.
No, fiance.
Oh, fiance. Okay.
They're showing a marriage.
Yeah, carrying her on his back
in like
up
chair
a
or
mountain because the ritual means she can't let her feet get dirty.
That's his explanation for it. Here I'm just thinking, damn, he's strong if he's lifting her like maybe he just wants to show off that he can lift her up, carry her up the mountain. Like he's just showing off to his bride. But
yeah.
I think it ended with her just leaving. Like most of the time there were 9 episodes. Most of the time it ended on just the person leaving. Like that was the ending of an episode. It was just, I'm leaving now. Bye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of another one. I know there was at least one other samurai episode, but like.
Yeah.
Because 9 episodes. I don't think we need to talk about everything. We can just probably wrap up. Like I would say it's worth watching. Yeah,
it's definitely hit or miss. There are some episodes that are way better, way more memorable than others.
Yeah. The one where they send out lightsabers to 7 Jedi. Yes. The 9th Jedi, it's called. That was a good episode. I like that episode.
It's hard to place when that takes place, but I'm assuming maybe way later than the 9 movies.
Yeah.
Because lightsabers are like these ancient relics that don't exist anymore, and like the technique on how to build them has almost been lost, save for a few, dedicated crafters.
Yeah.
So
this one, like Mauve, whatever, a leader of a planet sends out a message to anyone. Basically, if you're a Jedi, I'm rebuilding the Order, and come to this place. So you can help me because there are Sith after us. And
there's a twist that it makes it they frame it as if this big droid who comes out is evil. They make it seem like they're luring all these Jedi into a trap. But then we find out
they lured the Sith into a trap.
Yeah, the Sith came in the Jedi's stead and wanted to sabotage this plan. And so they set a trap for the Sith, and that was pretty badass.
Because we also had a little girl and her father who was the sabersmith. Yeah. He built all the lightsabers for the 7.
And he dies.
Oh, well, he's kidnapped.
Yeah.
They didn't say specifically he's killed because at the end they're going to rescue him supposedly, but like 2 bounty hunters come after him, and he sends his daughter with the crystals. I like the idea that the lightsaber she wielded had no color.
It was transparent. It looked like a glass tube.
Yeah, and it's like he made them so they could extend and shrink on will, basically.
Yeah. And each lightsaber kind of automatically changes color to match the personality of the one wielding it.
So it was like a story where she didn't have any, like she has a connection to the Force, but
she
not
hasn't
strong
quite
enough
found
yet.
her way yet. She hasn't found.
This is the way.
Yeah, that's Mandalorian.
Yes. So she brings them, and it's the pretty epic reveal of like they all ignite their lightsabers. One of them is blue for, okay, this was my biggest problem with the episode, this fucking guy's stilted dialogue.
Yeah, the voice actor for that guy...
It's like, they needed better direction for this guy. It's like, do we agree that he is putting us into a trap? I'm like,
I came because I heard that they're making lightsabers. Is this true? Can we trust this?
So fucking stilted. I'm like...
It's like, go to acting class.
No, I would blame the direction, like not the actor. Like he could have been a good voice actor if given proper direction. Because
it's very.
It's so stilted and annoying. But he's the one who has the blue lightsaber.
Everyone else, they ignite their lightsabers are all red.
It turns out the Moff is inside the robot, as in the trap, and he is a Jedi, so he immediately starts killing them.
And what's interesting is one of the quote-unquote Sith, his lightsaber starts out red. It slowly starts to shift to purple as more and more of the Sith are defeated.
And he's fighting the annoying guy.
And
as the young girl is fighting, because she is an excellent duelist, as it's shown, she has pretty good lightsaber technique. Her lightsaber finally turns to green as she's fighting.
And this tall kind of bear-looking guy. I can't quite place what species he is. I'm just gonna say he's a bear-looking guy or a giant badger-looking guy. As all the other Sith are defeated, his lightsaber goes from red to purple, and he stops fighting. He's like, they were corrupting me.
Yes, you said it turned to purple before.
Yeah. No, but I'm just
reiterating. Thank you for repeating yourself. And then in the end, they're going to rescue her father.
And the space station they were on is just a giant lightsaber.
Yep. Oh, another thing I just remembered, the not Obi-Wan guy had very redundant dialogue.
Yeah.
He kept repeating what Qui-Gon said, and I'm just like, hello, Foxy.
That's like, my thing!
So, you know.
Oh, the last episode with the two really annoying comic relief characters.
Oh, yes, the,
Episode 9, yeah.
The, we must go save your father. Or no, not save your father, we must...
avenge your father and defeat the evil queen who has turned to the dark side.
Yes, another sort of Ronin character who's...
Yeah, who's having, like, force visions, so, yeah, he's struggling against these force visions as he's taking out raiders and stuff, and then he's rescued by I'm assuming his sister? Who's also the princess? They know each other.
They know each other. He might have worked for their family at some point.
Yeah, and there's these... we just called them Timon and Pumbaa.
Because they're basically the same kind of annoying comic relief characters that are there to move the plot but not do much else.
But yeah, basically they go on chocobos to the the palace or whatever to face down the
king's sister, who was a Sith Lord.
And
it didn't go well.
Yeah, she manipulates the Ronin Jedi guy into turning to the dark side by tricking him into killing the princess.
And she convinces him by saying, we can bring him back. Like, basically, she does the Palpatine to Anakin, have you heard of Darth Plagueis the Wise? She basically does a truncated version of that to get him.
Actually works.
Yeah. They bring her back to life, but he becomes a Sith or an apprentice.
Yeah.
And it ends with her just like, no. like her looking at him sad that he's betraying. But, I think, yes, the episodes are hit and miss. There are very different animation styles, but I think they're solid overall. There was nothing horribly wrong with any of the episodes. Like, there are minor nitpicks of like things that I found annoying. But like, if you're looking for more Star Wars and you're a fan of anime, I can't see why you wouldn't want to watch them.
And also, furry Jedi.
Yeah,
furry Jedi. We need more furry Jedi. Follow up on this. They left on a cliffhanger. We need more of that, and we want to see more Fist of the Sith Hunter.
Yes. So I hope they get season 2.
Yeah.
I
just watch a whole series of just Lop and Ocho. I watch a whole series of that.
Chasing after each other, occasionally fighting.
Yeah, or even Lop in between episodes helping people on random planets.
Basically Sonic the Hedgehog if he was a Jedi.
Well, she's a she.
Sorry. Amy Rose if she was a Jedi.
Not quite Yondir enough.
But so maybe one day we'll get back to movie reviews.
Yeah, and maybe if there's enough demand, we'll review
Mandalorian
and Book of Boba Fett. Yeah. The Polynesians.
Or I guess anything else Star Wars you want us to review.
Yeah.
Because we're suckers for Star Wars.
Yeah, I still haven't even watched Clone Wars, Rebels, and Bad Batch.
I watched random episodes of Clone Wars when it was
Yeah,
on
I
TV.
watched bits and pieces, but I didn't follow the whole storyline.
No. I remember hoping, like, seeing Ahsoka, sorry, and hoping that she would actually be able to convince Anakin to not follow down the Darth Vader path. Like, I had convinced myself that she, like, because in my head they were like, well, we're going down a different path. We have somebody who's not from the live-action movie, so maybe Anakin will still be good, but no, we ended up with Vader eventually. He is inevitable.
Yeah.
And Iron Man. So, yeah.
I have been keeping up your sleeve, but...
And I am that Darth Collector, I guess. What would be my Sith name? I don't know.
I mean, you've already kind of got the General Grievous gimmick with the collecting lightsabers, but then again, General Grievous isn't the only one who does that.
Or I could go with Darth Ominous, my basically OC I made a long time ago. Or you could
be a Mandalorian.
True. Because Boba Fett did have a lightsaber collection, a small lightsaber collection in the EU from Jedi.
In Legends, that didn't carry over into Book of Boba Fett.
Spoilers. It could, at some point.
Yeah.
We've seen the dark saber. So we don't know what's possible.
The dark saber isn't a typical lightsaber. It doesn't. No. It's not really associated with the Jedi anymore. It's a Mandalorian weapon.
But we don't know what they have planned. So we'll just have to keep watching.
Yeah.
And you stay here, watch more.
Yeah.
God, can you believe the last movie we reviewed was Sonic the Hedgehog?
Oh yeah, and there was a sequel we need to watch.
Yes, coming out with Knuckles.
Yeah, and the memes. The memes.
Until next time, may the Force be with you.
Bunny. Jedi Bunny. With katana.
Bye.
Bye.